So in this course, we're going to be learning how to code using a programming language called R, and I'll be talking a little bit more about that in the next video and what coding is in general. But in this video, I'm just going to be showing you one option for how you might choose to complete your coding in this course. So this video, I'm going to show you how to use the web-based option through Posit Cloud to do your coding. In the other video that's available, I'll show you how to install R in RStudio onto a personal computer if you'd rather do that. So in case you're wondering which option should you choose and why, so Posit Cloud should definitely be your option if you either have a Chromebook, a tablet, or you don't have a personal computer to use. Now, you might also choose to use Posit Cloud if you just don't really want to install anything on your personal computer. Posit Cloud's also a good option if you plan to collaborate with someone on your coding, because there's a very easy collaboration option. Really, the only downside to Posit Cloud is it does have a cost of $5 per month if you need more than 25 hours a month, which is very unlikely to happen in this class. But if you do reach that 25-hour max in a month, you will have to get on a $5 subscription that you can then cancel once the class ends. Other than that, I think Posit Cloud's a good option for most people. I didn't recommend installing it on a computer if you enjoy coding. If you think you're going to be using R a lot in the future, you might as well just go ahead and get it set up on your personal computer, and you can customize a few things there as well. Okay, so first thing you should do is Google search Posit Cloud. So Posit Cloud is a web space that includes RStudio and a couple other coding platforms. So when you click on this the first time, you can click Get Started or Sign Up. And you're going to choose the free option, which is 25 projects. You can have 25 hours a month for free. So I think most of these things should kind of fall within reason for you. So learn more, click Sign Up. I already have a login, so I'm not going to sign up, but choose the email address you want to link to the account and your password. Meanwhile, I'll go ahead and sign in. And there we go. So the first time that you log in, you should see something like this. There won't be any content available. So a couple other things I'll point out. There's a workspace. So you're in your workspace over here. You can create new spaces if you'd like to, but I don't think there's any reason to unless you're planning to use this like for other courses and stuff like that. Also, I think if you're on the free option, you can only share projects in one workspace. So I'd say just keep everything in this class in one workspace, especially if you're collaborating with other people. You can choose to create a new project. I'd recommend creating one new project per assignment in the course. So, first of all, go ahead and click New RStudio project. That's going to be the web-based platform or the coding platform that we're using in this course. It will take a minute to kind of set up here. Both the first time that you create it and when you click on it again to activate it, it will kind of take a moment there. Let's see. So let's go ahead and name this project Lab 0. So just as kind of like a first project, or you can call it like your test project if that's helpful. So I'll click enter after typing that in. So a couple things I want you to notice. R version 4.4.2, so R does update every once in a while. If you're on RStudio Cloud though, it is going to automatically update. It will maybe like every few months there's a new update of R, so it might show you like a red message down here that it is updated to the next version. That doesn't really matter to you. Nothing really changes for you really, other than it might make you install your packages or recommend that you reinstall your packages again, but not really a big deal. We'll talk about that again in a later video with packages. Okay, so again, I'll also talk about this in the next video or a future video here, but this is called your console right here. Now, the first time that you're coding, you might just try like typing something in your console like 2 + 2 and then click the enter button to see what it computes. That's not the way that I would generally recommend writing code though. I'd recommend creating an R script. We can go up here to this plus sign, click R script, and now this is like a text editor where you can write code, you can create new lines of code, you can have separate lines of code in here, and then you can select which code you want to run. If you type something incorrectly and you try to enter it, you can very easily edit that and then rerun it again without having to like write the whole code again or copy the whole code and try to fix it again in your console. You can also save your script, which is honestly what I think is most valuable about writing in a script, that I can save this. I'm just going to call it my first script. I'll click enter. And now notice it's going to show up over here in this files pane. If I was to close this, I could click on this over here to reopen it, and now I can see it again. Now for the first couple labs, I'll actually give you a starter script. And if you want to use that, you can download that starter script to your computer from, say, the Canvas assignment page. So just download it to your computer. And then over here on RStudio Cloud, you can click Upload. You can click Browse. Actually, I think it might be Browse from here. And then you can identify it in your computer. It's probably in your Downloads folder unless you saved it somewhere else. And then you can click OK to open that and bring it into your RStudio Cloud project here. Same thing for data files. We'll see that in a future video as well. Okay, a couple other things. If you want to increase your screen space on here, especially if you have a smaller screen, just keep in mind that you can close this panel over here on the left. You can also, I think if you click that, you get a little bit more space there as well, so might as well get a little bit more space if you'd like to have that. You can bring it back with those little messages there. Now, if you're interested in collaborating with someone in your assignment, I think number one, you might have to click this little cogwheel and then choose access and change this to all Posit Cloud users. And then you can specifically invite someone or a couple people to collaborate in this particular project with you. So if I wanted to do that, I think I can go to, it might be the double or the triple dot here. I can click share link, and then I can type their email address, click send, and then they should get it within maybe 30 seconds, a minute or so. It might be more like a minute or two, honestly, when they get it. And then they're going to have access to the same space, the same files that you have. They should be able to see what's going on in your script. I don't actually know if it's kind of functions like a Google Doc where you're like seeing each other type in real time. I've never actually done that with anybody. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. But I do know that you can see the same files and you can see the same work. But I don't know how instantaneous you're seeing each other's activity with. All right, so I think that's pretty much everything. Just looking over my list one more time, make sure I covered everything. Yeah, I think that should be about everything. All right, so again, that's using RStudio through this Posit Cloud website. If you're interested in learning how to install it on your personal computer using R and RStudio on a personal computer, you can check out the other video.